What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the preview for the Newcastle United away game, St James's Park, Friday 14th of May 2021. Bit of a party atmosphere there amongst the players. City are going to get a guard of honour. It's our first game in the Premier League whilst we're Premier League champions for the 2020-2021 season. Newcastle, of course, have confirmed their safety in the Premier League. They won't be getting relegated this season as well. So, yeah, bit of a dead rubber game. So hopefully we're going to see some young players and lots to look forward to here. It's Manchester City's penultimate away game of the season. It's also our last game of the season where we're going to have no fans inside the stadium. Brighton away, Everton at home in the Champions League final. They're all going to have fans inside the stadium of some capacity, which is nice to see. It's Newcastle United, though, against Manchester City, 8 PM BSD kickoff time with the game live on Sky Sports. But before I crack on with this preview, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, want to help support my channel, then do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. It is free. 17k subscribers. We're less than 40 subscribers away from that goal at the time of me recording this video, so any help towards that will be much appreciated. Plenty more football and Manchester City content to come. So my social media links are in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries, leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video and let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Like I said, dead rubber. All three relegation spots, they've been confirmed. Newcastle won't be going down. Manchester City are Premier League champions thanks to Leicester's away win at Old Trafford. Neither side have much to play for in this game. And I do sense that this game could well come down to little bits of individual quality and also desire. Which team wants it more? Will Manchester City have a hangover from winning the Premier League? I imagine probably. Newcastle United, will they be focused enough now with them having nothing to play for that they can are able to take the game to Manchester City and have something to show? I imagine a lot of the players will be motivated. It's Manchester City coming to town. They will do as a guard of honour, and they'll want to then go and beat the current Premier League champions. How many times have you seen teams get crowned Premier League champions in the next game, go and drop points because they're not focused? Obviously the competitiveness is gone, and all of a sudden their desire and their intensity, it just drops off, and you can tell when going up against a good Premier League team. So I sense that could happen in this game. I hope it doesn't, because I think winning this game, winning against Brighton away and winning against Everton at home could be key to our season. It doesn't sound like it's not going to mean anything to Manchester City domestically. However, momentum, 3 games, 3 wins, ideal preparation for that game against Chelsea in the Champions League. Now, speaking of Manchester City and us doing incredibly well in the Premier League, we've won 11 consecutive away matches in the Premier League. So it means that if we do win this game, we break the record, which we currently hold, of the most consecutive away wins in the Premier League. We've won 19 consecutive away games in all competitions as well. And we are also unbeaten in 22 away games in all competitions as well. We last tasted defeat on the road on November 21st, 2020 against Tottenham Hotspur away, where we lost that game 2-0. We last didn't win an away game in the Premier League in December 12th it was, when we drew 0-0 at Old Trafford against Manchester United. To be honest, with that form and that record that we're looking to try and break, and the situation that we're in, it's nothing short of remarkable, and that is exactly why Manchester City are Premier League champions. Now, Newcastle United, they're sitting in 16th. They're 12 points clear of Fulham in 18th with just 3 games to play. That, of course, means mathematically that they are safe. Newcastle have won 3 of their last 5 games as well. Starting to find their legs a little bit and starting to show a little bit of form as well. And this isn't going to be an easy away game for Manchester City. If we aren't on it, then we will struggle and Newcastle will punish us. Newcastle, they won their last game 4-2 away against Leicester City. They'll be taking a lot of positivity away from that game. They'll be taking momentum away from that game as well. They're no mugs. They've had a week's rest. They'll be fully motivated. They've had a day's more rest than what Manchester City have had as well. We've had 6 days rest, which is a nice change from us playing every 3 to 4 days, but that's the situation that we are now in. And yeah, so Newcastle, I think they'll be full of confidence, full of beans going into this game. Manchester City need to make sure that they're on it. City know 3 games, players are playing for places in that Champions League final match. We know that if we win these 3 games, it gets us to a brilliant points tally of 89 points, which in a normal season is a fantastic points tally. In a season that's been squeezed in, where we've not had much recovery time, is nothing short of remarkable. How much preparation will Manchester City have heading into this game? That remains to be seen. What are City going to be working towards? I feel like City are just going to turn up, try and play their game and see what happens there. I don't think the desire and the heart will be completely in it, so City will be relying on individual quality. I hope I'm wrong with that, but that remains to be seen. Like I said, players are playing for a place in the Champions League final team, in the squad as well. All them players will want to be featuring, not just in the starting 11, but at least in the squad as well, where you need to earn your place on there, and I have a feeling there will be a bit of squad rotation in place for this game. Some players that are going to need to get their legs stretched, they're going to need to get up to match sharpness ready for that Champions League final, so I think it will be a fairly strong team from Manchester City. I think it will be a mixed bag, some rotated players, some first team players, may even see a sprinkling of maybe a youngster or 2, maybe even 3. That does remain to be seen. Now looking towards danger men for Newcastle, Callum Wilson bagged a brace against Leicester. I'd fancy him if I was going to have a bet maybe on an opposition goal there. Saint-Maximan, he's a danger, he's skillful, he's a very quick player as well. I have fond memories of Saint-Maximan on my series that I did on my gaming channel as Newcastle United when I made them incredibly rich. I brought in a load of players, but I always kept Saint-Maximan there because he was a good player, and Football Manager isn't normally too wrong about how good players are. So yeah, Saint-Maximan, he's a player to be looking out for. Matt Ritchie, Jonjo Shelvey, Joe Willock as well, he's another player that City need to be careful of. He seems to just like to come up and play and bag himself a goal. There we go. I do think their defence, though, can be got at. Paul Dummett, Jacob Murphy at wing-back. I'm looking towards Kraft and Federico Fernandez as well. Dubravka in net. It's okay. I do feel like it can be got at, though. Like I said, I do think City will just do what they normally do. Pass, move the ball around and try and press and make something happen. City, though, we need to be making sure we're creating opportunities, and we're going to be clinical in this game. We must be clinical in this game if we are to win this game, and I think there'll be a strong team out from Manchester City to try and ensure that we do have that. As of right now, we're currently, 15 days or so away from the Champions League final. Like I said, match sharpness needs to be there for the players. You can't just rest our important players for the next 3 games, because when they do turn up for that Champions League final, they'll be really rusty, and City need to make sure that that is not happening. But some of the players that did start for us last time, so I'm expecting City to have a full squad to choose from. So I'm looking towards players like Rodri, Ruben Dias and Cancelo. I imagine they'll all be in and around the Manchester City squad and starting 11 potentially against Chelsea, so I'd probably give them a rest, as they did start that game against Chelsea last weekend. So this would be their turn for a rest and put in some other players instead. I would include Ederson on that, but he's currently competing for the Golden Glove. He's 2 clean sheets clear of Mendy of Chelsea, so Manchester City I don't think will let Zack Steffen go in goal until that Golden Glove is probably going to be secured. It's a bit cruel to say to Ederson he's not going to start the next 3 games, and if Mendy catches him up or overtakes him and takes the Golden Glove, then it's very, very harsh. So I reckon Ederson will start in this game. Now, in terms of the score prediction, I'm going to go for 3-1 to Manchester City. I think this will be a both teams to score. I can see Callum Wilson grabbing a goal for Newcastle. I think Manchester City have got enough about us to be able to see off the win. I'm going to go for a couple of goals. It all depends on who starts for Manchester City, but I'm going to go for a couple of goals for Raheem Sterling. I think he'll be full of confidence, even though we lost that game against Chelsea last week, that he got himself a goal. If he does start in this game, I'm confident he can come out here and maybe bag himself a goal or 2, which would be really good for his confidence. I want Raheem Sterling to do really, really well, and confidence is a really important thing when it comes to Raheem Sterling, so I'd love for him to go out there and grab himself a couple of goals. That would be brilliant and ideal preparation going towards that Champions League final. I don't think he'll start in that Champions League final, but he could be a very, very useful player to have an impact off the bench if we're needing to go out there and get a goal or looking towards counter-attack or whatever. Having a fully fit, fully firing Raheem Sterling could be a golden opportunity for City, and what could separate us between us winning the Champions League and not. So helping Raheem Sterling to find his feet. He just got that goal against Chelsea. He's looked good the last couple of games in my opinion, so if he can go out here, start and get a couple of goals, that would be grand. So I'm going to pop up my team prediction now for you. I'm going for Ederson in goal, Walker right back, Zinchenko left back. Stones is back from suspension, so I'm going with him to start alongside Nathan Ake. Wouldn't surprise me if it is Aymeric Laporte, but I'm going for Nathan Ake. I'd just like to see what he can do. He can pass, He's good in the air. He's quick as well. Newcastle got some real quick players. I'd go with Nathan Ake, if I'm honest, at centre-back. I'm going with Fernandinho, defensive midfield, allowing Rodri to have the rest. But it's a strong midfield, that. Fernandinho, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva. Suspect a couple of them players, maybe even all three of them, will be starting for Manchester City in our midfield in the Champions League. Give them a run out. See what they can do. Like I said, match sharpness. That's what we've got to be looking towards. I'm going for Raheem Sterling on the right wing. I'm going for Gabriel Jesus on the left wing. And I'm going for an attacking centre-forward of Sergio Aguero. I think it's important now that Sergio Aguero starts to get some minutes under his belt. I suspect we may see a couple of youngsters. Tommy Doyle might be one player that we do see. I'm wondering if we may see Cole Palmer possibly on the bench. Liam Delap, that'd be really nice to see Liam Delap back on the bench and maybe getting some minutes under his belt. That'd be great as well. Like I said, this is an ideal opportunity now to get some young players, bread them in, and see what they can do. There's talk of Liam Delap, he could be loaned out. Well, we've got 3 Premier League games coming up here. Get him some minutes, see what he can do. If he starts to do well for Manchester City, then perhaps he could be an option for Manchester City to look at for next season, promoting to the first team squad and keeping him there and utilising him rather than loaning him out. But like I said, he needs minutes, he needs to see what he can do, he needs a test to know what he's capable of, so we will see what happens there, but hopefully, fingers crossed, that does happen. I do like to see Manchester City young players featuring and doing well for our club. But for the game, my summary, it'll be nice to relax, no pressure for either teams, just enjoy it. Take it easy. Like I said, hopefully we haven't got a celebration hangover. It does happen from time to time, that. And we can pick up another win here. And we can break that Premier League consecutive away wins. That would be fantastic. And like I said, momentum could be key to us winning the biggest prize of them all, that European Cup. So I don't want Manchester City doing anything stupid here. Treat it like a normal game. We're aiming for the 3 points. Clinical in front of goal. Sharp at the back. Working the ball. Pressing high. And doing lots of movement. And ensuring we're creating opportunities, and them opportunities are being capitalised upon and being put into the back of the net. Always looking to try and get that first goal, first phase of the game, the first 15-20 minutes. Always crucial if we get that goal, not sitting off, keep pushing, trying to get the second, you get that second, keep pushing, trying to get the third. If we go behind, you keep pushing, get that equaliser, and keep pushing and keep pushing and keep going and keep going. We do that for the next 3 games. I'm confident we can pick up 3 wins, and 3 wins would be great preparation for that Champions League final. We're now Premier League champions. Yeah, hopefully there won't be a hangover there. Looking forward to this game. Maybe we might see a youngster or 2 as well. Is it time for Liam Delap? Quite possibly. So there we go, that's been the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget also to leave your thoughts in the comments below of what you made of this video, and also including there your score and team prediction for this game. Subscribe if you're new around here, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Plenty more Manchester City content to come, and football content too for everybody to look forward to. Don't forget also, you can find my social media links there in the description below, sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too, if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. So I've been JSGC. I'll see you all again tomorrow, which will be the live watch along of this Newcastle United game, and I am hoping to go live on Saturday as well for the FA Cup final for everybody to look forward to. So like I said, plenty more City and plenty more football content to come, so I'll see you then. I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.